This is Math 141 practice test number 3, problem number 11. Supposed to find the the inverse to this matrix. And first thing I'm going to do then is I'm going to take it, I'm going to augment it with the identity that's its same size, 3 by 3. And then I'm going to do some row operations on it to try and get this left-hand side to be the identity. So I think first thing, I'll just get rid of that 2. I'll just go row 2 plus row 1. Throw that into row 1. And then I think since that's going to be a 0 now, I'll switch row 1 and row 2. Let's see where I end up with that. I end up here. So now I think I'm going to do a couple of things. I want this to be a positive 1. So I'll go -1 times row 1. Put that into row 1. I think also I want this 5 right here to be a 1 too. So I'll go 1/5 times row 2. Put that into row 2. Put those into my calculator, and I'm here. So now what I can do, use this 1 to get rid of that 3. Yeah, why not? So -3 times row 2 plus row 3 is going to go into row 3. I can do that, and I think that, let's see where we're at after I do that. Looks like I'm here. Yeah, that's a 0. Gosh, I don't like this -0.2. I want this to be a 1 as well. -0.2, that's the same as -2/10, which is the same as -1/5. So if I multiply this by this row by -5, -5 times row 3, that'll make that a positive 1. That's going to go into row 3. Enter that into my calculator. So now my matrix looks like this. So now what I can do, I'm going to use this 1 to get rid of that 0.6 and get rid of that 7. So I can go positive 0.6 times row 3 plus row 2. It's going to go into row 2. That's going to make this a 0. -7, that's a 0.6. -7 times row 3 plus row 1 is going to go into row 1. That's going to make this a 0. That puts me here. So now I'm going to get rid of this -11. So I'll just go, I use this 1 to do it. 11 times row 2 plus row 1 is going to go into row 1. And if I do that, my calculator should spit this out. And notice now, I've used these row operations to make it so I have an identity on the left-hand side. And this should be my inverse. Remember, if this original matrix was A, this is a potential for A inverse. I really need to check it. I really need to go A times A inverse and go A inverse times A. And they should both equal the same thing, which is the identity. They should both equal this 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. But I can check it on my calculator, whatever it takes, but that actually does work. And there it is.